Okay, hello everyone. Once again, welcome back to our class. So today we're going to discuss the last method to measure national income, that is final expenditure or expenditure method. Okay. Under this final expenditure method, we measured national income from the side of final expenditure made on goods and services and investment expenditure within our domestic or economic territory of a country by three sectors, that is household or consuming sector, firm or producing sector, and government sector. Okay. I repeat again, under final expenditure method, we measured national income from the side of final expenditure made on goods and services and investment expenditure in our economy by three sectors, that is household or consuming sector, firm or producing sector, and government sector. Okay. Now coming to the steps, the step one is we will first identify all the economic units incurring or spending on final expenditure, usually by three sectors, that is household or consuming sector, firm or producing sector, and government or foreign sector. Okay. Step 2 is we will classify all final aggregate expenditure into different components, that is private final consumption expenditure, that is the expenditure made by households and non-profit institutions on goods and services. 2 is government final consumption expenditure, which is the expenditure made by government. 3 is gross fixed capital formation, which is the expenditure or investment made by three sectors, that is household, firms, and government sector. Okay. And 4 is change in stocks, which is the expenditure made by firms. And lastly, with net exports, which is the expenditure made by government or foreign sector. Okay. Now the sum of these five components, that is private final consumption expenditure, PFCE plus government final consumption expenditure, GFCE plus gross fixed capital formation, that is GFCF plus change in stocks or net change in stocks plus net exports, will give us GDP at MP, that is gross domestic product at market price. Okay. Why? Because here we are measuring national income produced only within our economic or domestic territory of a country. Okay. Now after arriving at GDP at MP, here we are going to arrive at NDPFC or domestic income, isn't it? So to arrive at NDPFC or domestic income, what we will do is we will minus depreciation and minus net indirect taxes as per the formula to arrive at NDP at FC or domestic income. Okay. Here you can see the derivation. To arrive at NDP at FC or domestic income, what we will do is from gross to net is minus depreciation, DD will be cancelled, PP cancelled, MP to FC is minus net indirect taxes as per the formula. Okay. So from GDP at MP to NDP at FC, we will minus depreciation and minus net indirect taxes. This will give us NDP at FC or domestic income. Okay. Now after arriving at NDP FC or domestic income, since we are going to arrive at NNPFC or national income, what we will do is we will add net factor income from abroad with domestic income, and that will give us NNPFC or national income that we have done even in the previous two methods, isn't it? So hence proof. Okay. So once again, I'll do a quick revision. Under this final expenditure method, we measured national income from the final expenditure made on goods and services and final investment expenditure by three sectors, that is household or consuming sector, firms or producing sector, and government or foreign sector. Okay. So first we'll identify all the economic units incurring final expenditure, that is by household or consuming sector, firm or producing sector, and government sector. Step 2 is we'll classify all the final expenditure made by these three sectors into different components like private final consumption expenditure, government final consumption expenditure, gross fixed capital formation, change in stocks, and net exports. Okay. The sum of these five components will give us GDP at MP. Why? Because here we are measuring only within our economic or domestic territory of a country. Okay. Now from GDP at MP to arrive at NDP at FC, we will minus depreciation and minus net indirect taxes as per the formula, and that will give us NDP at FC or domestic income. Okay. And lastly, by adding domestic by adding net factor income from abroad with domestic income, we will get net national product at factor cost or national income, hence proof. Okay, so it's quite simple. You go through again. If there's any doubt, you ask me anytime. Okay, thank you.